Boys, something's been brewing in the fashion world, and this corona pandemic has been the spark that will ignite this new flame. Now, they say that fit is king, but I really do believe that someone has usurped that throne and taken the crown, because now comfort is king. Let's rewind a bit and I'll explain. Remote jobs have gone up 115% within the last 10 years only, according to a study by Global Workplace Analytics and Flex Jobs. Now, if you're working at home, the chances of you wearing a full structured suit with a tie and pocket square are quite minimum. Sure, people do it. I used to do it for a little bit, but I can only assume that most people working at home are not going to dress in that fashion. See what I did there? Dun-dun. I did a video with Baron from Effortless Jen and a few other YouTubers on what we all wear while working at home. And even though they're all style YouTubers, they all have their own unique individual style and ways of going about it, they all, including myself, had one thing in common that was at the forefront: comfort. You still want to look nice, not only to get you into that working mindset, but in case you have a video call, you don't want to look sloppy like you still got lint stuck in your belly button. But even so, regardless of all that, comfort still takes precedence. It's really hard to be uncomfortable when you don't have to, especially if you're at home. Okay, so what does this have to do with Corona? Well, don't worry, I'll tell you. So both traditional and remote jobs have been taking more precedence. But with this quarantine, it really kickstarted them and made them play a more important role in our culture. So what I think is what is going to happen is we're going to have more extremes of these jobs. And the ones in the middle, the center, I think is going to disappear. That is the office. No, not that office. Don't worry. That one's staying. Great Scott! So people working in the crafts, traditional jobs, and outdoor jobs, that's obviously going to stay pretty much the same. It's not going to change paths or anything. But jobs that are traditionally done in an office, which are now done in the comfort of our own homes, yes, clothing will change. And comfort will take a bigger role than ever before. And as a matter of fact, the corporate suit may be finally entering its grave. Now, that does not mean at all that the suit is going to die or is dying at all. As a matter of fact, the suit is becoming even more popular in the streetwear community. But it does mean, though, that the formal suit, the business suit that we've been accustomed to since the 50s, is not going to be nearly as popular as it was before. And yeah, I know, structured formal suits are not just for work. I mean, you got funerals, weddings, and certain events, but work and the corporate environment does play a huge role in its survival. Okay, great, so what do we actually wear? Because we want to be comfortable, but remember, it is still work. And lucky for me, because it's my style, something that has come up recently is casual elegance, lounge style. And actually, I think this is the perfect solution. Like I mentioned in Baron's video when I was talking about sport coats. You're still wearing your armor, you still feel like you're in command and confident like when dressing in a suit, but it's far more comfortable and almost vacation and lounge-like depending on how you style it, and that's why I love it. Dress to de-stress. There's a new quote for you. Giddy up. It's seriously the perfect balance between elegance and comfort. Another great thing about it is that you don't have to change your clothes or make major changes after work. So it's even easier to convert your work outfits to your night out with the boys outfits. Now, I really don't wear a tie that much these days, but if I am wearing a collared shirt, I might tuck the collar into the lapels, while I'm working for that office look. And then, when you're done, you can just spread them out and let those wings fly. So if you go out, no big deal. If your homies are coming over, no big deal either. And changing your clothing less often means less clothing that you need, which means less clutter, which means more time for quality pieces that will last longer, and so you don't need to buy as much clothes. Win-win. So for an example, I've been wearing a Craftsman's James Dean polo so much now because not only is it the most comfortable shirt I have in my wardrobe, I'm not kidding about that, but it also sets a great vibe for work and after work. Really comfy trousers, I almost feel like pajama pants are more used now in my wardrobe. And same with shoes, I usually wear very lounge-like loafers, or just go barefoot. And my unstructured sports coats get a ton of wear. Ugh, do too much. Now, I do understand that it's all speculation, but I really do believe that the business suit is on its deathbed, ready to give up its crown to old King Comfort. It was bound to happen. I mentioned it in a previous video, how people wore the same clothes to work and after work. It's just one of life cycles, and it's happening again. But while we're at it, we can at least make it so that work clothes are not only comfortable and elegant, but also make everyday clothing as rakish as we can, because you know the powerful, transformative nature of clothing, and it's best to keep our spirits up as much as we can in times like these. What do you guys think? Do you believe that rakish lounge styles are going to become more mainstream, or that the economy is going to be so bad that most people won't even be thinking about buying new clothes? I want to know what you guys think, because as you know, this is a group thing and we are in this together. All right, folks, I'll see you all next week. Peace. Oh boy, all right, not too bad. Hey, you know what? Be so poor, I'm going to be making my own clothes. Not a bad thing, I think.